Hey everybody, it's Wisp. I have been wanting to get into streaming a little bit more, and since right now I don't really have a job that will allot for that, I'm just kind of shooting this video while playing a video game. And that's where I'm starting. So, we all start somewhere, is what they say. Anyway, this is a pretty simple game, just kind of fun. I think it's hilarious. It's Kirby's Dream Buffet, and really, I know a lot of people are not gonna buy it, but here's a cool way to see some gameplay. Meanwhile, I'm also just gonna be kind of talking about life as I usually do, but I just kind of wanted to show everybody this game because, like I said, for like a simple, just celebratory game that came out for no real reason, it's kind of amazing. I do have the wrong capture card, so if the audio seems a little off, it's actually coming from my treadmill, which has a Bluetooth speaker on it, not from my device itself, because, like I said, I only have the video capture card, not the Elgato one that includes sound and all that. So for now, this is what we've got. So yeah, premise of the game, Kirby shrinks down and is now on a cake, and he can eat it. Let's go. Meanwhile, I did kind of want to talk a little bit about one of my jobs that I'm working, because I find it hilarious. Back in the day, I just recently switched positions. Okay, so actually, real quick, check this out. There are so many customization options. Let me throw myself in this corner. It doesn't matter what's going on there right now. This is a really cool one because of the eyes. There's just, you can straight up be Bandana D, which I adore. Okay. So this new, oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's what we're going with. Just get a feel for how many different customization options there are. So this is a position, like another one that I told a story about. I'm out walking in like random neighborhoods or just places in the city, not even necessarily populated places. And I was going around for like 6 hours a day. And it wasn't bad. I mean, it was kind of self-paced. As long as I hit my requirements, like, I don't know, X amount of people talked to, whatever, I was good. Seemed sketchy. The first time I got this sort of a position, I thought it was fake. So I was really scared to take it. So this, you can see, like, you can choose what to add to the cake. Maximum, I just hit. So what is that? 10. You can have 10 things. And whichever thing is on the top, and you can switch the top by remove it, put something else there. Whatever thing is on the top is also like the platform that you start on when you begin the game. Kind of like this Heart Kirby, but oh, Beanbon is cool too. For now, I'll just stick with all this. This looks nice. I don't really care about a tambourine. Let's go there. So this position I started, and it was loads of fun, just walking around. One day I noticed I was in this location where the houses, it was a really rich neighborhood. So everybody had like mile long houses. Like it took a solid 15 to 20 minutes to walk from one to the next. But beyond that, they all had this uphill driveway, and the driveway itself took like 6 minutes to walk up. So I'm trying to hit like 40 houses and like talk to 40 people today. And that's a 6-minute walk up the driveway, and then a 6-minute walk down, and then a 15 to 20 minute walk to the next house. And I had 6 hours to talk to 40 people. So that wasn't realistic. CPU level for now, I'm going to put on sleep and watch me get wrecked. It is terrifying how good they made these CPUs at this game. But it makes sense, because like a lot of people are probably going to get bored of the game fast. So when you go back to it, you've got the CPUs. So if you want to keep playing, you need good CPUs to keep you going. Right now I'm on sweet level. That's my skill level, I guess. That's what we'll say. So, I notice that if I go around to somebody's backyard, there's actually a pretty good, like, maybe half amount of the time just by trekking through the desert. And the desert in this area, like, we've got snakes, but you just listen for the rattling. You know, they warn you. They don't want to get in fights. We've got coyotes, but the coyotes in this area are trusting. People litter a lot, which isn't good, but the coyotes eat the litter, so they know that humans provide food, so they like us. So that helped. Other than that, you know, there's cactuses that will cut you pretty deep, so you have to watch your foot, as well as kind of your back, but, like, it's not that dangerous. You just have to be aware of the fact that those things are there. So I was trekking through there, and it cut it down from like 30 minutes to like 15, 16 to get from house to house. And one guy I see, he sees me crawling through the desert. He's like, hey, you don't belong here. He recognized me. I'm like, what the heck? He's like, what's going on? And I was scared. Because obviously... Wait, is that guy tornadoing? The power-ups are pretty good in this game. And one of them is the tornado, which obviously turns you into a tornado. But it sucks up like all the strawberries and everything from your area. And I don't know if you noticed, once you get a certain amount, you get larger. And you want to get there first because that guy just got 50 strawberries. I got 20 though. So I tell him... I made a deal with my grandpa. Obviously, not true. My grandpa thinks I don't have any survival skills, and I need to prove that I do. That was disproportionate. I have 4 more strawberries than that guy, and I look like twice as big. They were just trying to make it clear I was in first place, I think. So, I'm like, yeah, grandpa thinks I'm not self-sufficient. So I'm just walking across this neighborhood to show him that I am. I gotta get back without using my maps. And the guy's like, oh, okay, well, I can tell you directions. I give him the name of someone I talked to previously because I'm like, hey, this guy knows, like, the neighborhood, so maybe he'll recognize if I give a fake name. And he tells me exactly how to get to this guy's house, which was horrible for me. Because if he knows how to get to this guy's house, you have so much time to get up that it doesn't really penalize you other than making you a little, like, behind. But, look, I've already caught back up. So he's like, yeah, here's how you get there. He tells me exactly how to get to the guy's house. So now I'm scared he's going to talk to that guy about this very specific bet I made him. So obviously I have to give him a fake name. I can't tell him who I am. Anyway, I just want to make it clear, I'm not like a traveling salesman. Like, I wasn't making money off the people or asking for money, donations. Like, it was just about conversations and gathering data. I still partially think that it was like some sort of weird, sketchy thing that I wasn't doing anything wrong, so I'm not liable, but maybe the reasons they wanted data weren't pure. That kind of hit me right now. I'm sure it's fine. I doubt. Anyway, so, you know, I'm not selling anything, so I'm like, well, cool, that's a conversation. I talked to this guy. Let that give me credit. That counts as one of my 40. I also give him a fake name because I'm scared he's going to talk to this guy about me, and I don't need it coming back to me. So I go back through the desert, I'm walking back toward this guy's house, and obviously, once I'm out of sight, I need to deviate. Because by no means, I'm almost at 200 strawberries, and I haven't even done the last game. So, I'm doing exceptionally well right now. So I'm kind of scared that, like, he's gonna see me, whatever, so I have to deviate in the desert. And suddenly, it starts raining like a bad monsoon. I'm drenched before I'm, like, halfway out of this desert area. So I'm just running around looking for, like, shelter, but the best we have are trees with really pokey, bristly leaves that just don't feel good at all. So, obviously a horrible experience for me, right? Well, I'm going around, and I don't know what good jelly does me on this stage. It makes you go through walls easily, but there's no walls. Well, but these aren't the kind. Stone is OP. I failed. It basically instantly knocks people off the stage, but I completely biffed it. So, I'm going through, obviously, coyote, snakes, but everything's hiding because the rain is getting bad. You know, in games, lightning is, like, often purple? For me, in real life, it always looked white, maybe yellow. So seeing it as purple felt wrong. Well, I swear, when I was out there, they had the most, like, purple lightning I have ever seen. And it was just there in the middle of the rainy monsoon stuff going on. It was pretty, it was beautiful. But it wasn't comfortable being in there. And obviously my shoes are, like, drenched because I'm walking through this desert. I don't know if someone's close to me. Yep, someone was close to me. We went into overtime, and I'm gonna lose it. Are you kidding me? Okay, so I'm going through this desert, and suddenly, right there, someone starts honking, and I turn around, and I can clearly see him. Clearly see the car that is just honking at me. Yeah, that was obviously me. Obviously me. Obviously. Dang it. So, I get kind of nervous because now I'm in the desert. Someone is honking at me. And it's not a comfortable situation to be in. So, I start, like, planning my escape, looking for it. I deviate, like, behind a cactus that looks kind of large and start going around. And I see him, like, kind of Yui around. And he chases me down, basically. Starts honking again. And I can't see the person, but I can see, like, the hand, like, waving me in. Beating the games gets you strawberries, and then you get closer to leveling up. You get, like, more of these sorts of things. So it's pretty cool. That's a cool, like, landing pad thing. Okay. So I'm obviously getting, like, very nervous about this. And I'm gonna be a hamburger. So I start trying to find any escape, and I realize at this point I have lost. I need to just face the music, we'll say. So I go over there, and the man opens the door to his car, and I finally see his face. Some dude, like my age, like a younger man, that I vaguely recognize. I get closer. It's actually a friend of mine, someone that I'm acquainted with, I know from church, and man, he went through a lot of effort to find me. He's like, why were you in the desert? You know, I explained my job. He's like, okay, why'd you hide from me? I'm like, yeah, I don't, like, belong here, you know? He's just laughing. He's like, whatever, man, you seem exhausted. Come with me. So I get kind of, like, closer to the houses, and there's this dude who has, like, this, I don't like the walls, because you actually, like, have to actively try to push past them, and it's just kind of I think it's a way for the people in the back to have a shot to catch up, but it just feels like a time waster. So, yeah, he has me go to this guy's house, and the dude's like, oh, you're a friend of John, we'll say. His name's not John, but, you know, he didn't agree to me saying his name. So, we'll protect him. But he's like, oh, you're a friend of John? Yeah, you can come down here. Just, jump over my flowers. He has like, a really nice flower bed. I'm on this, like, slightly elevated hill. Oh, I'm not gonna make it to that one. I can make it to 20, but still, I'm not high enough ahead. He's like, yeah, just jump over my flowers. The hill I'm on is not, like, a clear landing. Like, I'm not gonna say I would definitively clear it every single time. Dude doesn't care. Jump over it. Try not to hit it. We're good. So I do. I actually clear it. I jump over his flowers. Perfect landing, by the way. Like, you would have been impressed if you saw it. Like, the way I landed, 10 out of 10. Every time. That's how you should land. And, he asks nothing. He's like, oh, so you're a friend, John, right? Yeah, cool. Have a good day. He lets me walk down his driveway. offers me water, but like I don't need it. And then my friend John lets me get in the car, and he's like, "Hey, we're gonna go get some lunch." I'm like, I'm not particularly hungry, but this dude went through so much work to find me and then like pick me up that I'm not gonna deny this sort of an offer, you know? So now I'm like here forcing myself to eat kind of like a, I guess, early lunch that I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't really ready for it, but like, we're good. It was very nice of him. And I was, I guess, I don't know if it was too awkward, maybe too polite a little bit, I don't know. But I didn't disagree, so I'm getting a lunch with him. And turns out, he's like all of a sudden in landscaping, so a lot of the people there know him. Anyway, it's been a couple weeks since then, and he's getting more and more clients, like, quickly, because I think he goes over once every like 2 weeks or something, but a lot of the people that live there are kind of older, so they don't want to do it themselves anymore. And hey, here's an honest guy that is doing good work, and he's got like a trustworthy demeanor. He's just a very friendly person, easy to talk to. And yeah, no, that did it. I just got 50 more. So they all like him. And he tells me one of his clients that he just got, he's going to go meet in a couple days. And it's the guy that caught me in the desert. And instead of just telling that guy, like, yeah, I'm in the desert, I don't know why I did this, I was trying to make a shortcut, like, whatever. There are so many logical... See, I'm a little traumatized because last time I was clearly in first, and this time I don't have like as many strawberries. So, oh, I have this though. I forgot that I have to use those as soon as I get them because the 40 bonus is way better than what I'll make actually using it wisely. That sucked. And I'm really scared now that because I didn't even just, like, lie to the guy. I made this elaborate and easily verifiably false excuse that didn't need to happen, didn't benefit me. There was no good in what I did. There was no reason for it. And I don't know, man. It wasn't like a whole I was having fun or I wanted to deceive him. I was just like... I wasn't doing anything illegal. It wasn't like privately owned desert space. You can go back there. It's not, there's no trespassing signs or anything like that. I was like well within legality with it. However, I didn't even notice myself get back to first. I was just... However, it's not a good look, right? And so when he saw me, and he was freaked out, I felt like I was doing something wrong. Even when, again, I wasn't. Yeah, that was me. That one, I messed up on because I forgot. So, of course, like, I was nervous, But now that guy is meeting my friend, and I'm sure I'm not gonna come up. Like, why would I need to come up? But there's that one thing in my mind that's like, what if he just decides to talk about, oh, that's nice. If he talks about, like, yeah, I saw this dude, like, trekking through the desert because of his grandpa. And my friend's like, wait a second. I know that dude. What comes out of it? Like, he now knows I lied to a stranger because I was nervous. Like, it's not like it's a bad consequence, but it's been on my mind nonstop for... I think it's been like 4 or 5 weeks. Like, it's no stakes. There's nothing that's gonna happen from it. Love that job. I mean, I've been chased by coyotes, and the thing that stuck with me is, what if these guys talk about me? Like, that's what's on my mind. Yeah, I knew this would look good. I still think I prefer this because it's cooler. But this is a really nice look, so I'm just gonna go back to the home table and chill. So there's a story. That's what my last job was like. Have fun with that, I guess. This is also a practice and a demonstration on how I should make these videos. And one of my friends wanted to hear that story, so I figured I'd merge the two concepts and see where it goes. Keep trying. It's been fun. Thank you for everybody who sat around, hung out with me, chatted. Until next time, and I can't wait until sometime I can actually do this live and actually interact with you guys. But for now, I'm really excited to start this out. Thank you very much, and until the next time I see you again, take care.